Hello, my love, and welcome to the channel. I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist, Reiki master, and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, this is confirmation that what's in it is for you. There is a message here for you to receive. And if you love astrology as much as I do, check out my moon phase planner for 2023. There are free astrology resources, a road opener ritual, and many different types of lists and interesting things that you can use to plan your week alongside knowing exactly what phase and what sign the moon is in. Check out the description box, the link is below. Let's get into your video. Hello Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Here I will be speaking to you about spirituality, astrology, and giving you your weekly forecast for the week of the 1st to the 15th of May. So as a quick overview for your sign, what's going on before we go into detail, from the 1st of May, the planet Pluto will be going into retrograde. And if we look here on the screen, this will be impacting largely on your career, where the yellow arrow is around your 10th house. We've then got on the 5th of May, the full moon lunar eclipse, which will be in the sign of Scorpio. And this will be happening for you in your sign down by where the red arrow is. This is around your relationships, serious commitments, partnerships, and maybe even marriage if you are married. On the 7th of May, Venus will finally be moving into the sign of Cancer, and this is great for you. This will be impacting around your area of extended family, where you currently live, knowledge, and leveling yourself up with any studies that you want to do. So this will be around your 3rd house where the blue arrow is. Then finally on the 15th of May, Mercury will be turning direct, and he will turn direct at 5 degrees of Taurus. So he will be in your sign, and this will impact you directly. And this will be happening around your 1st house where the green arrow is on the screen. So let's take a look at what this means for your horoscope in detail. So on the 1st of May, what's going to happen is we're all going to have this window of opportunity for transformation. And this will go from May 2023 to October 2023. And for you, Taurus, this is to do with your career. Pluto is the planet that does bring transformation and change. He does bring movement. But where he is going into retrograde for you around your 10th house where the yellow arrow is, he is calling you back to something to do with your direction in life and what it is that you want to do or you have wanted to do in the past, and maybe it hasn't happened with your career. Pluto basically in a nutshell will transform this area of your life, and it's a good time for you to be very forward thinking with what it is that you want to do and dynamic, because he will be retrograding under the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the messenger of the zodiac. It's a very dynamic, forward-thinking sign, obviously, and it does think and look to the future a lot. So if you have plans for your career, or you have wanted to do something in the past that maybe hasn't come to fruition, you've got between May and October with Pluto supporting you with this while he's in that retrograde. Around this time as well, as we start the month, you could have some personal luck or a touch of luck, and this could be because the path of fortune, which is circled here on the screen in blue, he is going to be under your sign of Taurus, and so he will be around your 1st house of you. So this means that he is bringing luck directly to you. He's also making a wonderful trine to the planet of Pluto, which is circled here on the screen in red down the bottom during this transit, which means that not only is he bringing luck to you, he is also bringing luck to where Pluto is going to be positioned, which is your career and your direction. So good luck with that. If you have any plans for this, you've got May to October to make it happen. On the 5th of May, when we actually get to the full moon itself, this is going to be a lunar eclipse, and it's going to be in the sign of Scorpio. So it's all about emotions and what we feel. It's probably going to be more internally felt than externally felt because it's a lunar eclipse. So we've got the moon here circled on the screen in red. And then opposite her, we've got the sun circled in yellow, giving us the full moon when these two energies are in opposite signs. Now for you, this full moon is really asking you to let go of any serious commitments or relationships that really do not serve you. And this is because the full moon will be happening where the arrow is, the red arrow in your 7th house of commitments. This covers serious relationships that you're in, personal ones, romantic ones, marriage, business partners, or anything, situation, person, place, or thing you are committed to or have been committed to. If it's not serving you, let it go. Why is that? Well, because if you look at the moon where she is circled on the screen in red, we are actually having a south node eclipse. So this means that just above her in black, the symbol that looks a bit like a horseshoe, this is the south node, and this is the area of release and letting go. This is a point of fate, this is karmatic, and basically when we have this kind of energies, especially big energy like a full moon or an eclipse by the south node, something 9 times out of 10 is due to leave our life, or something is due to be let go of, whether we want to or not, or maybe something naturally leaves. And it just so happens for you and your sign that this is to do with your serious relationships and commitments. If you do this, it's quite possible that you could make way for something that does serve you. Have a think about this. Think about what's not been serving you in terms of what you're committed to, even if this is an idea and it's not a situation, person, place, or thing. And maybe let it go if it's not been serving you or it's not proven itself to you, to allow something new to flow in. And I strongly encourage this because when we have a full moon and we have eclipses especially, and something is let go, it's always an energy of this vibrating maybe a good few months after the energy has happened. So it could be as we progress through 2023, what's due to come to you based on whatever you let go comes to you later on down the line. Also, it can happen the other way round. Sometimes when things are due to leave our life and there's an eclipse coming up, we get the energy in our life that shows us that this is really not working, but yet we still hold on. So as well as looking forward, look back. Think about what has not been serving you way before May, maybe from the start of the year, maybe from the end of 2022, maybe even from the last eclipse that we had, last year sometime. And it could be that now is the time that it really is time to let go of whatever it is that needs to go. For you, Taurus, and all of the signs really, there could be an unexpected change. And this is because we've got the planet Uranus, which is circled here in blue. He is under the sign of Taurus, and he is going to be forming an opposition with the moon. So where he's under your energy, he will move from where he is on the screen circled in blue, and he will actually flip over and be in your first house where the moon is circled in red. So the moon and Uranus will actually switch places for the Taurus chart. So what does this mean for you in your sign? As I said, you personally could experience some kind of unexpected change. It may well be to do with that 7th house eclipse that you're due to have, or it could be to do with something else in your life. So what I would say to Taurus is brace yourself for personal changes, prepare yourself for personal changes. And if you're listening to this knowing that you need personal change, now is the time. Uranus is that planet that forces change, shake up. He's very similar to the energy of the tarot card, the Tower, if you're familiar, where a foundation is broken and something else new is built. And I really feel like for Taurus, this is the energy of this eclipse for you. So when we get to the 7th of May, and this is when Venus is going to move into the sign of Cancer, and Venus is here on the screen circled in red. She is all about love, money, art, and beauty, and this is exactly what she's going to be bringing to you. So she will be sat where the blue arrow is, which is down in your 3rd house here. This is where your personal development, your need to level up your thinking, maybe even your thoughts and communication that you've been having of late are very important and come into play. The 3rd house covers all these things, as well as your extended family, so your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, not your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, people who are more external to your family, your intimate family. And it also can include people who you are close with, but not blood related, but you are so close that you consider each other family. These people that fall into this area of your life, with Venus transiting into Cancer and resting here where the blue arrow is in your 3rd house for you, Taurus, it could be a very good time for these relationships that I mentioned with those kind of people who may be in your life. If you have needed to reach out, contact or speak to or deal with anybody who comes into your third house, now could be a good time while you have got Venus here and supporting you with that communication with these people. If you are a Taurus who has been thinking of studying, and this could be an online course, it could be reading a book, it could be going to a class, it could be any kind of self-development that you wish to do personally, or even for your professional life, now could really be the time for this as well. Because if Venus is here and she brings supportive energy, she brings a lot of love, luck, money, art, beauty, all those things that I've mentioned, but she is a great planet to have in this area of life if you are thinking of going on some kind of self-study or professional study as well. The other thing to say about Venus moving into this part of your life is that where she is under Cancer, and Cancer is the sign that deals with care and nurture, it's a very caring and nurturing energy. This is all about self-care as well. Being mindful to care and nurture your own mental well-being. And I say mental well-being in particular because the third house does deal with our thoughts and our learning and all our mental energy. So make sure that you're making time for this. This will happen in the full moon week as well. So as we move forward through that week, take some time out for yourself. On the other hand, care and nurture, this also relates to your extended family and any pursuit of studies that you have been thinking of or that you want to. Care and nurture this to make sure that you get through your studies, care and nurture for your extended family, and really apply yourself around this time mentally, if that is what you need to do, because it's a good time to do this with her here. You could have a touch of luck as well with things that have been holding you back, Taurus. And I feel this way because we're going to have Jupiter, which is the planet that brings luck and fortune. He is down here on the right hand side of the screen. He is the symbol that looks a bit like a number 4, the green symbol. For you, he is going to be over where the black astrofix is. So he's going to be in your area of life of where you feel held back. The 12th house deals with everything that is hidden, things that we don't know, things that aren't revealed to us, and sometimes things that we hold back purposely. It relates to situations, people, places, and things that we think hold us back personally. And it relates to any kind of hidden information that we don't know that we do need to know. It deals with spirit communication as well. It also deals with hospitals, mental well-being. It's our inner self, what we really want and what we desire internally. Now, with having a planet like Jupiter here, who is about luck, fortune, abundance, and he will expand any area of a chart that he's in and any planet that he aspects with, I feel that you could have luck with any setbacks because he will be in sextile with Venus when she moves down to where the blue arrow is and she is in your third house, and he is up by the black astrofix, which will be your 12th house, which is the area that you feel held back. So the message here from the universe again is, if you do have any part of your life that you feel like you've been held back in, or there's a project that you've been wanting to do that you haven't moved forward with, or there's a situation, person, place, or thing you think has not really progressed because there's some kind of setback or holdback, when Venus moves into Cancer, it could be that this is a good time to go back to this and try and unblock anything that you think has been holding you back, especially as she is working so positively with the planet of luck, fortune, and abundance, and he is sat in your area of life of where you feel held back. The full moon week actually looks really nice for you. It looks like there's a lot of luck, a lot of love, your family is looking well, mental health is important, and most importantly, your career and relationships are definitely under the focus as we move through this full moon week. So on the 15th of May, this is when we're going to have Mercury turn direct under your energy at 5 degrees of the sign of Taurus, and this will happen at around 3:16 p.m. GMT, which is my local time. This could be the same day for you, or it could be the day before, depending where you are in the world. So on the screen here on the chart for that day, we've got Mercury turning direct, and he is circled in red, and he is going to be exactly where he is for the Taurus chart. He will be where the the arrow is, the green one in your first house. So what does this mean for Taurus? First of all, if you are an early born Taurus and you are very early in the season, your sun is going to be very, very close to Mercury. So you could feel this quite a lot, and your mental energy could really go tenfold. And that is because Mercury is the planet of communication, thoughts, thinking, and our mental energy. And where he has been in retrograde, this could have been a bit cloudy. You could have been having mental blocks, communication wasn't going well, maybe you had some travel issues, maybe you even had issues, because this is something that can happen in retrograde. Now he's direct under your energy. It is about you and your mental energy on the up. It's a good time to carry out any important communication that you may need to do, Taurus. So if you need to respond to letters, emails, if you need to write letters, emails, if you need to public speak, even if you need to do a presentation, or you need to have maybe an interview in a professional manner and you need to present yourself. After the 15th, when Mercury turns direct, this is a great time for all of that for you, because you could be on form with your mental energy and with your ability to communicate. The other thing that's happening around this time when Mercury turns direct is that he is going to form a nice sextile to Saturn and Venus. So we can see Saturn up here on the left-hand side of the screen by the black astrofix. This is the yellow symbol. Down the bottom to the center, we've got Venus here in purple. So what does this mean for Taurus? This is about balance for everyone, and for you, Taurus, this could impact your hopes and dreams, as well as your third house where Venus is going to be. The 11th house, this part of life, actually deals with what it is that a person aspires for, what it is that they dream about and really, really hope for. So do keep this in mind as we go through this week and when Mercury does turn direct. The balance could come around because you've got one masculine and one feminine energy, which is Saturn, which is up on the left-hand side by the astrofix, and then you've got Venus down on the bottom middle section of the chart in purple by the black astrofix. When you have two energies like this, it is about balance. Saturn is an energy that likes to withdraw, bring maturity, and often some lesson learning along the way. Venus is the giver. She likes to give support. She likes to be there for people and also to bless with whatever it is that she is assisting a person with. So around this time, when Mercury is due to turn direct, really think about what it is that you've been hoping for and dreaming for, Taurus, because if there is something, then this could be a good time for you to go forward with that as well. The 11th house also covers things like our social interactions. So people that come here would be co-workers, friends, people that you are connected to, but it's not a romantic relationship, because these people would be found in the 5th or 7th house. The people that we have in the 11th are often people that help us or assist us, or we help them, and we have a relationship that is mutually beneficial, or we work with them, or we have some kind of partnership with them, which means that we are together to achieve something together. And also, as mentioned, your general friendships, they come here as well. So as Mercury turns direct, if you've been having some ups and downs with these people in your life, that balance could be found. On the other hand, if you need to reach out to any of these people that fall into that part of your life where you may have had difficulty, this could be a good time once Mercury turns direct. And at the same time, for those of you who do have some kind of goal, dream, or aspiration that you've been working towards, look to your networks, look to your friendships, look to your social groups, your co-workers, and all the people that you are connected to in a non-romantic way, where you have some kind of mutually beneficial relationship, and see if you can engage with them, connect with them, or move forward with them in any way that may be needed to help you achieve that goal, dream, or aspiration that you may have. It's a really nice energy. The actual whole time frame that this horoscope is carried out for you actually does look very, very supportive, and it looks like even though something may leave your life and maybe your relationships are key right now with what direction they're going with, other areas of your life are being very much supported. So if you love astrology as much as I do, then please do check out the 2023 Moon Phase Planner. The link is in the description box below. I really hope that you have found something helpful here for your horoscope for the week of the 1st to the 15th of May for the first 2 weeks of the month. And if anybody does pick up one of these moon phase planners, please do leave a review, and thank you for those who have left lovely reviews as well. If you are someone who has picked this up and you have left a review, I've really enjoyed using mine. Stay tuned because I will be uploading the end of the month horoscope for your sign for the last 2 weeks of the month. Please do give the video a like if something here has helped you. Drop me a comment and let me know how this resonates, and keep yourself well, look after yourself, and I will catch you in the next video.